Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Baytown, Texas, as we are about to have our A championship game. It's a rematch of a game played yesterday that we did featuring the Long Beach UFACA against Charlie's Arizona Toros. The Toros are the defending world champs in the A division, UFACA, winners of the 2024 and 2025 Naga Cup. And so this is a game that we are all looking forward to. I'm Rich Siegel, along with Dr. Joel Tremblay. Tyler Forster is our engineer today, assisted by Justin Kagiwa and Roman Jimenez, our on-site producer. We've just seen the B division go to an if game. They have switched fields. We will try to get you an update from Field 6. We are at Field 5 here at William Gray, as we are in a city that is about a half an hour from downtown Houston, but they have excellent fields here. They've been playing a lot of the games here this week. No different, the championship game here in the A division between UFACA and Toros.
And this is truly a battle of the A division elite in iPride softball. As you mentioned, Long Beach UFACA champions of the Naga and iPride Cup, but Charlie's Arizona Toros, the three-time defending champions of the World Series. So you want to talk about the best softball we have to offer. This is it. Champion versus champion.
First pitch is called the strike by Brandon Spencer. It's partly to mostly cloudy sky, 85 degrees, humidity at 40%, and the wind has been light most of the day. We've had a few brief wind gusts, but nothing out of the ordinary that would cause any concern for our teams during this game. And there is a base hit into center field, and that's how the game starts.
And so for this game, the Charlie's Arizona Toros are the team out of the winner's bracket. They are the home team. In this championship, if they win, it's over, no if game. Long Beach UFACA had to come back out of the loser's bracket. They'll have to beat Charlie's twice if they want to take home the trophy.
All right, thank you. Gio Quinones will be the batter. He is the left fielder. Mike Nino is the pitcher for the Toros. His battery mate is the catcher and the cleanup hitter, Ryan Santana. Charlie's is decked out in a teal top with white pants, and UFACA in their traditional lavender with red numbering. Fly ball hit out into left center field. Left fielder ranging over to his left. That is Jamar Kimball, and that is the first out of the ball game.
And this championship game, as the B was, is untimed, so we won't have to be asking for the clock. This is going to go 7 innings unless there's a run rule. And again, this is A division, so just like last night, 5 home runs per team.
First pitch by Nino is hit in the air to left field shallow, and the ball drops in fair territory. It'll be a seeing eye single for Tanner Deeney. So he is at first base, and on the play, Johnson the second. The home plate umpire from Atlanta, Brandon Spencer. At first base from Minneapolis, Paul Kramer. At second base from Portland, Angelo Pineda. And at third base from Houston, Joe Olivares. Those are your men in blue today. Swung on and a grounder past the second baseman and on into right field for a hit. Johnson comes around third. He will score, and it is an early 1-0 lead for UFACA.
And Rich, correct me if I'm wrong, but Brandon Spencer's mother, is it Kathy, is also an umpire in our league?
Yes. There'll be a courtesy runner at second base. Johnson will come in to run for Tanner Deeney. Ernest Solano, the pitcher, will be the batter, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and that pitch is illegal. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jerry Iglesias gets the RBI, by the way, on that single. And there is a fly ball hit out into right center field. Caleb Schmitz, ranging far to his left, makes the catch, and that's out number 2. As you know, the Toros play with a 5-man infield. The middle fielder is Will Oldham, and a 3-man outfield, Jamar Kimball, Caleb Schmitz, and the right fielder is Sean Aspinall. All right, first pitch This is Armando Venenoso, the right fielder. It's 1-0 Ufaka, and 2 pitches. That's a strike. And that pitch misses. Nino thought it was a strike. He started to walk off the mound. And the next one, there's a swing and a bouncy ball back to Nino. Underhands to first, and that is the inning. 1 run comes across for the Long Beach Ufaka here in the top of the first. To the bottom of the first, Mike Nino to lead off for Toros. It's 1-0 Long Beach Ufaka after the first half inning on the Cloud Sports Network.
And during some of these happening changeovers, we're going to tell you about some of the sponsors who helped make this tournament happen. The first one we want to talk about is our host here in Houston, Harris County, and Harris County Commissioner, particularly Adrian Garcia, also all the people of Harris County. It takes a lot to put on this tournament. The iPride team, the host committee team here in Houston, led by Steve Amadio, has been doing great work, but we couldn't have done this without the county. You need a lot of help to put this on. You also need a lot of finances to put this on. When we've been in Texas before, in Austin and Dallas, we've had some extra help from the state. That did not come through this time as in the form of grants. So Harris County stepped in and helped us make this happen, and we really, really do appreciate that help, as well as just having an inclusive environment for all of our diverse folks. Wonderful time everybody's had at the bars and at the opening and closing parties out in Montrose. There was a sober movie night. Just lots of wonderful things here put on with the partnerships here in Harris County.
The pitcher, Mike Nino, the middle fielder, Will Oldham, will bat to lead things off here in the bottom of the first. The pitcher for Long Beach is Ernest Solano, number 92. The catcher is number 17, Tyler Kraus.
All right, let's go. And the Toros with a pop of color today. Yesterday it was all gray and black and white. Now we are in some, what are we going to call this, teal?
We've got some teal. We've got some gold striping, gold and black striping on the white uniform pant. First pitch is swung on and hit past the second baseman and on into right center field by Nino. He's going to head to second base. The throw in is not in time. And that'll bring up Will Oldham, the middle fielder. Brian DeZern is in the on-deck circle, and then Ryan Santana. And the first pitch is inside for a ball. The 2-1 is inside, ball 3. Here is the 3-1, and that pitch is a strike called. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the full count pitch. Swing and hit in the air to center field. Deep enough, but it'll stay in the park, and the catch is made. And Jamar Kimball, running for Nino, easily makes it to third base on the fly ball.
Let's go.
And by the way, Ufaka also, it looks like, plays with a 5-man infield. All right, here's DeZern. We saw him hit a home run yesterday. And the next pitch to him is swung on and lined into center field for a hit. And the tying run comes across the plate as Jamar Kimball scores. And it's 1-1.
And if you're wondering about scoring, when there's 4 outfielders, you just usually go 7, 8, 9, 10 across the outfield. When there's 3 in the 5th infielder, what a lot of people do is still call it 7, 8, 9 across the outfield and use a 5M for the 5th infielder.
Ryan Santana hits a line drive in the right center field for a hit. He reaches DeZern to third base.
Smooth hit by Santana there.
Yes. And that'll bring up James Valdivia, the left-handed throwing third baseman.
Yes, there was a question about one of the bats. It's back in the game now.
All right, no pitch on that first one. And Valdivia swings, it hits a fly ball in the right center field, and that ball is down. One hops to the fence. Gazern scores. Santana to third on an RBI double by Valdivia.
And we've talked about this before, Rich. The best way to beat one of these three-person outfields is to hit the gaps and hit the lines and make them run around out there. And that was a beautiful example of hitting the gaps.
Here is the right fielder, Sean Espinal. Joaquin Santa Cruz is on deck. There's the ball. And that pitch is a ball 3. And he walks. And the aforementioned Joaquin Santa Cruz will now come to the plate. With the bases loaded, his team is already up 2-1. There's a fly hit in the right field. Right fielder coming on. Ball drops in front, and a run scores. Second baseman ranged out towards the ball 2. Anyway, the bases will still be loaded on the base hit by Santa Cruz. 3-1 our score, and here's the second baseman, Austin Tuttle.
Yeah, hard to tell that one couldn't be caught, so the runners had to hold up. Otherwise, a lot more would have scored, maybe 2. But as it is, only Santana across the plate.
Jamar Kimball in the on-deck circle. Tuttle swings and hits one high to left field. It'll stay in the park. It'll be a sacrifice fly as Valdivia comes across the plate, and it is now 4-1.
Right here, Caleb. Come on now.
And Caleb Smith with some fans behind us, but actually Jamar Kimball gets a chance first.
Jamar Kimball, the batter. He swings and hits one in the air to straightaway center field. Back and making the catch is the center fielder, Troy Johnston, and that is the inning. But 4 runs come across in the bottom of the first for the Toros, who lead Ufaca 4-1 as we go to the top of the second inning on the Cloud Sports Network.
So, Rich, as far as we know, this is going to be our last broadcast of the day, this A-Division championship game. Again, if the Toros win this game, they get first place. If Ufaca wins, they will run this back and have to do it again.
Just goes so fast. I told you that earlier. You get here on Sunday, and before you know it, it's the last day.
And again, A-Division, the best division in terms of skill that we have. The ranking system, the questions kind of goes out the window. You can play, and the best players, you can have every question, and you get to play in A.
All right, to start the top of the second, it's Tommy Marquez, the first baseman. Nino in the circle makes the first toss, and it is a strike called. And now he throws one backhanded. That is illegal.
And Rich, it says Mike Nino, but this is still Echeverria from last night, right? Who pitched. Looks like the same sort of fun out there on the mound.
There's a strike called, and it's strike 3 called. Here's E.J. Pedroza, the second baseman. Well, yesterday he was Nino Echeverria. Today he's Mike Nino. I asked Jamie, their manager, to clarify for me how we should refer to him. Fly ball hit out into center field, and that ball is in for a hit. Pedroza reaches, and that'll bring up the catcher, Tyler Krause.
Krause, I believe, a former commissioner in Long Beach. I don't think he's still doing it.
First pitch is a ball. And the second pitch is skied in the air in foul territory and out of play. And this pitch is hit on the ground to first, and a cruise to short to the middle fielder for one, and the relay throw is not in time.
And Rich, they didn't make that double play, but that is a hard double play to make, 3-6-3, get back there. So great try at that. They did not miss by much.
Last batter in the batting order is the fifth infielder, 5M, Mike Marquez. And he swings and lines one down the left field line. It's a fair ball, goes to the fence. It'll be second and third with 2 out. As a 2-out double puts runners in scoring position for the top of the order. And that means Troy Johnson, who singled and scored his team's only run in the first inning. He bats here in the second with an opportunity to cut into the 4-1 lead, or deficit. First pitch is a ball outside. And the next one is swung on and hit to the second baseman. He bobbles it, recovers, he throws, and out! Johnson tried to slide head first into first base, but the throw beat him by a whisker, and the inning is over. No runs in the top of the second for Ufaka. They still trail going to the bottom of the second to the Toros, 4-1 on the Cloud Sports Network.
And that brings us to another break and a chance to tell you about another one of our awesome sponsors. And this sponsor is Hornitos. After a long day on the softball field, unwind with a Hornitos margarita. Just mix Hornitos Plata, fresh lime juice, and a splash of orange liquor for the perfect post-game refreshment. So raise your glass to teamwork and good times with Hornitos Tequila, where every shot is a shot worth taking. And remember, enjoy responsibly.
Caleb Schmitz to lead things off. He is the only batter that did not get to bat in that 4-run first inning. He will bat here to lead off the second, and then Mike Nino and Will Oldham. And the first pitch by Solano is lined off the pitcher's glove and on into center field for a leadoff single by Caleb Schmitz. Nino with the batter. He doubled and scored in the first inning. Fly ball hit high and deep to left center field, and that ball is out of here. A 2-run homer for Nino, and it is now 6-1.
And Rich, if you remember the game from last night, there was an inning where the Toros seemed to just say, you know what, it's time to put some home runs out there.
I believe they scored 3. Or not scored 3, hit 3. Will Oldham swings and hits one into left field, and that ball is foul, just foul. The next one to Oldham is hit into right field for a base hit. Brian DeZern singled and scored, drove in a run. And here is Jamar Kimball to run again for Oldham. Illegal pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike. The on-deck hitter is Ryan Santana. Fly ball hit high and deep to left center field. Left fielder coming over. My vision is blocked by the umpire. Is the catch made?
Yes.
Okay. Catch is made, and Kimball tags and goes to second. One out. And Santana, the batter, he singled and scored in the first inning. And he swings and lines one right to the second baseman. And James Valdivia, the batter. A double and a run scored. And he swings and hits one to the middle fielder over to first, and that ends the inning. 2 runs on the home run by Mike Nino increases the Toros lead to 6-1 as we go to the top of the third on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we do like to tell you how these teams got to be in the championship game. So we're going to start with the Phoenix Toros because theirs was the shortest path. So they came in pool play and beat the Fort Lauderdale team Florida 13-3. Then they beat the New Orleans Dream Skittles United 6-4. They beat the San Diego Thunder 17-4, and they beat the LA Rebels 19-2. That got them in as the first seed in the tournament, and they once again beat the Fort Lauderdale team Florida 17-14. Then went on to beat the New Orleans Dream Skittles United again in the game you saw with us, 13-5. And that's what it took, 2 games in the winners bracket, and they as the number 1 seed, and they are here in the championship against the Long Beach Ufaka.
To the top of the third, and Gio Quinones, the left fielder, to lead off. And the first pitch is a ball. Illegal pitch. Ball 3.
So usually when you see illegal pitches, it's because they're too high or too low, but some of these are because the pitcher is moving too far laterally on the mound.
There's a strike called, and the only people that can hear Brendan Spencer are in front of us. And there is a fly ball carrying to the left side of center field, and Caleb Schmidt, ranging far to his right, makes another sliding catch, and that's out number 1. Joe Tantardini singled in the first inning, drove in a run. And there's a fly ball hit out into shallow left field. Coming in to make the catch is the fleet-footed Jamar Kimball, and that's out number 2. 2 fly balls, and Jerry Iglesias will be the batter, singled in his previous at-bat.
With no one on the bases, Kimball flung that one into the infield to no one specific, but Santana went over to grab it.
First pitch is a ball. And there is a fly ball hit foul to the left side. It's no ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. A much more subdued crowd here than what we had for the Beef game. There's a fly ball hit out into center field. The ball's got some carry, but not enough. Caleb Schmitz makes the out. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the third. To the bottom of the third we go, and our score remains the Arizona Toros 6, the Long Beach Ufaka 1 on the Cloud Sports Network.
And another one of our sponsors that we're very happy to have with us in partnership is Vive Healthcare. The 2025 GSWS is sponsored in part by Vive Healthcare, who invites you to rethink your prep with Apritude, continuous HIV prevention with each injection. Visit apritude.com for more information. That's Apritude, APRETUDE.com for more information. So 6-1 in favor of the Toros. They're the home team, so they're still coming up. Certainly, again, as we've discussed, not an insurmountable lead, but a lot of lower scoring games today, Rich.
Which is quite unusual, given how well these teams normally perform. You get a lot of double-digit games, like, for example, this game yesterday was 17-15. All right, Sean Aspinall drives one to deep left field. It's off the Pride fence, or the Pride sign on the fence, and it's a leadoff double. Joaquin Santa Cruz will be the batter. He swings and hits one high to left field. It'll be in the ballpark. Catch is made, no tag. Austin Tuttle will bat next. He fly to left.
But I believe he put one over the fence last night as well, so good power there.
And the first pitch is a strike called. Tuttle swings and hits one high to left field. Coming in to make the catch is the left fielder Gio Quinones, and that is out number 2. And each out that Phoenix has, or Arizona, has made today has been on a fly ball or a line drive. Kimball hit one of those fly balls in the first inning. It closed the inning. It's hit it to center field. And there is a line drive hit out into right center field, and that ball is caught. Oh my goodness, ranging far to his left. The center fielder, Trey Johnson, and that ends the inning.
And I don't know what to tell you, Rich. I mean, that looked like a gap shot, and these outfielders are just showing tremendous range and tremendous gloves on both teams. Troy Johnson out there for Ufaka and Caleb Schmitz in center for the Arizona Toros. You better get it out there and get it down in a hurry, because they're coming.
You hit it high enough, they're going to get it. All right, in the top of the second, or top of the fourth, Ernest Solano, the pitcher, will lead off. He flied to center field in the first inning.
It looks like they're huddling up, so we'll run through Ufaka here. They started out beating the Dream Skittles 21-4, then beat the Rebels 12-2. I'm sorry, 12-9. Lost to the Dallas Texas Force 15-4. Then lost to Fort Lauderdale team Florida 9-8. Then lost to them in the tournament 18-3. Then beat the San Diego Thunder 14-11. Beat the Dallas Texas Force 18-7. Beat the Dream Skittles 11-1, and here they are.
Nino to Solano, pitcher to pitcher. Swung on and bounced right back to Nino, who fields his position well. 1-3 on the putout. Armando Reynosa, the batter, he too bounced back to the pitcher in the first inning. That is illegal. And that is also a ball. Full count. Fly ball, deep center field. Schmidt's going back. He has room and makes the catch. That's out the second out, and we'll bring up Tommy Marquez, the first baseman, who took a called third strike in his first at-bat in the bottom of the second. Strike called. And the next one is a ball. There's a fly ball hit into right center field. Schmidt's drifting over to his left. Makes the catch. That's 5 putouts for Caleb. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the fourth to the bottom half of the fourth. Still, Toro 6, Ufaka 1 on the Cloud Sports Network.
And if you are enjoying this coverage on Cloud Sports of the 2025 Gay Softball World Series, the 48th annual, you probably love sports and you might like other sports too, and we're going to tell you about another one that Cloud Sports will be covering, and that is Gay Bowl 25. Next week, San Diego is hosting the largest gay flag football tournament. 114 teams from all over America and Canada will compete in 7 divisions, with 4 open divisions and 3 women's plus divisions. Cloud Sports Network is partnering with USGSN and streaming all the A-Division games on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For more information, check out Gay Bowl San Diego on Instagram with the sign @GayBowlSanDiego, all one word. And Rich, we got a couple updates here from the production team. Roman tells us that the D Championship is now underway in the first inning, and the Fort Lauderdale Glitterati are tied 0-0 in the top of the second with the Fort Lauderdale Whoosh. So an all Fort Lauderdale final over there. And in that if game, Fort Lauderdale United and Knoxville Primetime Elite are tied up also 0-0 in the top of the second.
Thank you. Caleb Schmitz leads off. He singled and scored in the second inning. Pitches the ball. And that is a strike called. And there is a fly ball hit out into right field. Catch is made out there by Armando Reynosa, and that is out number 1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Remember, we're playing 7. No clock needed. Nino has doubled and scored, and he has homered and driven in 2 runs. There's a strike. I believe the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that pitch is illegal, ball 3. And he walks. Will Oldham fly to left, fly to center rather, and single.
And here comes Kimball in to run for Nino again.
First pitch is a ball, and there's a swing and a high fly ball hit out into left field. And over to make the catch is the left fielder Gio Quinones, and that's out number 2. For Brian DeZern, singled and scored, fly to left. There's a high fly ball, hits a deep left field, back at the fence, and the catch is made and the inning is over. DeZern gave it a ride, but a little bit too short for a home run, and that ends the inning. 1 hit, nobody left. 6-1 still our score after 4, with the Toros leading Ufaka on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we're, like you said, we're going 7 unless there's a run rule. So please keep tagging these teams. Let friends of the Toros and Ufaka know that they're being live streamed. Let some friends get in there and watch. Remember, it is on the iPride YouTube and Facebook streaming channels. And we're going to give you a broadcast schedule update again. If Ufaka wins and there is an if game, we will carry it here on the Cloud Sports Network. The E Division if game, which we were scheduled to show if it happened, is happening now on another field, so we will not have that E for you. But if we do have another A game, we will cover that for you. And in that E Division, I think this is the New Orleans Ursa Minor beat the San Antonio Plastics 14-2 is what forced that if game in E.
E.J. Pedroza will lead off in the top of the 5th.
Here we go.
And the first pitch to him is a ball. This one is outside corner, 2-2. There's a line drive hit down the left field line. That is a fair ball. It will be held to he will be held to a single as the ball quickly gets back in. Some fine play out in left field by Jamar Kimball. Holds him to a single, and that's how the 5th inning starts for Ufaka. Tyler Kraus, the batter. He hit into a fielder's choice.
Roll it up right here. Roll it up.
That pitch is illegal for a ball. Slung on and hit in the air to right field. Right fielder giving chase. Makes the catch. That's Aspinall, and on the play, the runner, there is a runner for Pedroza, and he makes it to second base, but I don't have his name on my roster. Mike Marquez now. Ball outside. Line drive hit out into right center field. Right fielder over and makes the sliding catch. And now they're going to say he left early, and let's see, did he? No, he did not. Runner for Pedroza is now at third base with 2 out. The batter will be Troy Johnson. Singled and scored, grounded to the second baseman. He's 1 for 2. He bats here in the top of the 5th. Two outs, 1 on. And the first pitch is a strike called to the leadoff batter, Troy Johnson. There's a ground ball to the second baseman, hasn't played deep. And the putout goes 4-3, and that ends the inning.
And it's one of those rare ground ball outs.
Really, there haven't been all that many.
Charlie's has only been put out once on the ground, and I believe that is the 3rd time I have it for the Long Beach Ufaka.
I wrote them out. I wonder where I put them.
All right, and once again, we are in the A championship game with the Toros ahead, and they are coming out of the winner's bracket, and then we have the B and E if games going on, and the D championship, which is an all Fort Lauderdale affair going on. We don't have any score updates on those just now, but we will get that for you when we do.
In the bottom of the fifth, it'll be Ryan Santana, James Valdivia, and Sean Aspinall, 4, 5, and 6 in their batting order. Santana takes the pitch inside for a ball. Swings at this one and lines one into left center field, and that ball is down. It'll go to the fence on 2 hops, and a leadoff double for Santana gets us started in the bottom of the fifth. The left-handed swinging James Valdivia is 1 for 2. He doubled and scored, and he drove in a run in the first inning, and he bats with a runner in scoring position and nobody out here in the 5th inning. And he goes after the first pitch and grounds one. Nice play by the middle fielder. He throws to first, and the first baseman drops the ball. It was a low throw, so we'll give him an infield single. And it's runners at first and second with nobody out for Sean Aspinall, who has walked and doubled.
And since we are in that 5th inning, Rich, bottom of 5, I am going to give you my run rule update, which is the Toros need 5 in this half inning, and then this game is over.
There's a grounder. Nice diving stop by the shortstop over to third for the force on Santana. Again, the leather being flashed by both teams is just amazing.
I thought that was through, then I didn't know if he'd have a play, and he's smart enough to get the lead runner. Like you said, Rich, impressive defense all around today.
Valdivia to second and Espinal safe at first. Joaquin Santa Cruz will be the batter. He is singled and flied to left. He's 1 for 2.
15 for 72.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cyrus Crabtree is going to hit for Joaquin Santa Cruz, as they're going to try, I'm sure, to get as many people in this game as they can. And there's a grounder off the shortstop's glove and on in the left field for a hit. Here comes a run home. The throw comes into the cutoff man. There is no play as Valdivia scores, and it is now 7-1. Austin Tuttle swings and lifts one high in the air to right field. Right fielder coming on makes the backhanded catch. A throw back into second base, but no play there. That's out number 2. And we'll bring up Jamar Kimball.
So the first out was that amazing play by the shortstop to get the lead runner at third. So Santana was out there, and then that's a fly out by Tuttle.
All right, so Kimball will not bat it. Instead, it'll be Gabe Turner.
And we have Valdivia scored the run, and Espinal at second, and Santa Cruz at first. Crabtree at first.
Fly ball hit out into right field. Right fielder moving over to his right makes the catch, and that ends the inning. More fly ball outs, but another run does come across for Phoenix, or for Arizona. We go to the top of the 6th, and our new score is now the Arizona Toro 7 and the Long Beach Ufaka 1. Gives us an opportunity to get together with Sam Schisler, Partnership Director of iPride. Sam, welcome.
Thank you. Welcome yourself.
Thank you. Talk about the Houston committee, the host committee. Talk about the job they've done and how they've assisted you in this year's World Series.
You know, I think host cities, you know, the responsibility that gets put on them are, one, fundraising opportunities for their local leagues, and the host city here takes on responsibilities as volunteers, opening and closing ceremonies, giving back with their charity event, and that's exactly what the Houston committee has done here.
Excellent. Now, you're the partnership director. Tell us a little bit about the work that you do.
So, this is month 7 into my role here with iPride, and I've done this for 15 years for CLGSA in Columbus, Ohio. So the biggest thing was to look at where we need to be now in our current environment and how we can better assist our 57 cities. So what we did was we switched our partners to what's now called iPride 365. So now when you become a partner, and it's not a sponsor, because partners become part of your fabric, they become part of your family. So now we're partnerships, and now the partners are with us for 365 days, from the end of iPride Cup to the following year. So basically, like this year, the partnerships will end after Memorial Weekend in 2026. So that's one thing we did. The other thing is we focused on how can we make sure that they are getting everything out of our 19,000 plus membership. And so those are the kind of things we're focusing on right now, and making sure that our memberships are getting back as well.
Were there difficulties that were not of your or the partnership committee of their doing, but with the government, the shift away from DEI, did that affect any iPride partners from staying on or from coming on?
I think some, I think for me, who's been doing this for over 25 years, before we had to show exactly who we were, why we were important, and why it was important for you to be a part of our family. Then we got to a place where LGBTQIA+, it was cool, and it became a little easier to get people to sign on board. Now we're back to showing exactly who we are and why we are worth being a part of. And so that's what we've had to do. And with the iPride portal that we've just launched, and all of our marketing efforts with the new marketing committee and team, we're showcasing all our demographics and really showing our worth again, and that's why partners are coming on board.
Give me an opportunity to talk about Beam Suntory. How have they stepped up?
The best thing about Suntory Global is Suntory Global has been with us since 2020, and we did virtual because of COVID. They stayed with us, did the World Series in 2021, and now this will be their 5th World Series with us here in Houston. And they stepped up huge this year as presenting partner, and not only presenting partner, but showcased 3 amazing brands with Hornitos, Jim Beam, and then our brand new, the #1 RTD in the world, -196, which is Whole Freeze Crush. So those 3 brands stepped up, and the Texas team literally, they have been at the fields, they have been sampling, they have been doing huge activations, at opening and closing, working with the local committee, the host committee here, and really just, they wanted to showcase, there's 2 things that, like Jim Beam talks about is, 1, people are good for you, and 2, come as friends, leave as family. And that completely fits who we are as fabric and in sports. You come as a friend, but you're going to leave as a family, and that is what iPride is about.
What is a day like this? You see all these people out here. What does this mean to you?
We were sitting over there, and I'm running around presenting the banners, and the first thing that popped into my head, this is my 25th anniversary of gay softball.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it's an aha moment sometimes, and they come out of nowhere. But I'm thanking the teams that have placed and won. And the first thing that I can, think of is to remind them that because of them and their heart, their spirit, their love of the sport is why we're here. And that's why I'm still doing what I'm doing with iPride.
Has to be exciting to know that next year we're going to be back in Columbus.
Back in my home?
Yeah.
Yeah, a company moved me 4.5 years ago to my wonderful home now in Kansas City, but Columbus is my home. It's where all my friends are. So yeah, going home back to Berliner Sports Complex.
Yes.
All my friends, like it's going to be very amazing. And then like we have back-to-back years. I'm going home, and then we have the 50th anniversary in San Francisco where it all started. So like you can't get 2 more years better than where we're at now.
All good things happening.
Exactly. So yeah, so it's just like for me, it's my heart, it's my spirit, and it's what I do.
Sam, thank you, A, for joining us here, but B, all of the work that you and your folks do to make us a better organization.
Thank you, seriously. And it's good to see you, because I've known you a long time now.
This is, I think, my 20th anniversary, but I'm so glad we got a chance to talk, and we have a
Thank you.
hugs.
I love you.
I love you too, Sam. Thank you. That was Sam Sichler, and Partnership Director for iPride. And Joel, what have we missed? Thanks, Sam.
All right, so Rich, we are now in the bottom of the 6th inning. In the top of the 6th inning, Quiñones had a hit and scored. There were shocking 3 fly balls, actually 2 fly balls and a line drive for the outs. So Ufaka got 1 in that inning to get up to 2, and we had Caleb Schmitz who made it to first there, and now we have Nino at the plate doing his usual dance routine.
And then hits a line drive out into left field. The ball drops in front of the left fielder. It'll be a single. Schmitz to third, Nino to second, and it is second and third and nobody out.
And don't get me wrong, I love it, but whether he is in the batter's box or on the mound, Rich, Nino is moving around. I think if he finishes up his softball career, he can go join the Savannah Bananas, because he's got that level of energy.
That could happen. Will Oldham bats next, and he swings and hits a roller to short. Schmidt scores. The play to first is ball is dropped. Jamar Kimball running for Nino makes it to third, and it's first and third on the error.
And so with Schmitz in, it is now, I have it as 2-8.
That's what I have. All right, here is DeZern. Single, fly twice to left. There's a fly ball hit out into left field. Left fielder came in, now has to go back. He makes the catch. There'll be a sacrifice fly as DeZern drives in Kimball, and now it is 9-2. Santana the batter. Another courtesy runner, and this one is going to be Juan Castillo. Thank you. There's a ground ball to the first baseman. Bobbles it and has no play.
Santana found a good spot there. And now, if we are correct, and it is 9-2, and there are 2 men on base, James Valdivia could end this with one swing of the bat.
And there is a fly ball hit out into deep right center field. That ball is gone. A 3-run homer, and you know, you would expect this out of this team. Given their due.
By their celebration, I'm guessing our count was right, Rich. And Uyufaka walking off the field as well. So this game is going to end in a run rule at 12-2 on that home run by Valdivia.
So they'll go through the handshake line, and for the second year in a row, they are the 4-time defending World Series champs. They're the Charlie's Arizona Toros. First, congratulations to Long Beach Ufaka on their season, and thank them for coming to Texas to participate in this World Series. And again, congratulations to the Arizona Toros from Phoenix. They'll get their just desserts, the trophy, the medals, the banner. And so that will do it, as there will be no if game. There's an if game going on now in the B division and we don't know what's going on over there, but you'll find out about it in due time. It was another great experience working with you again, Joel. Thank you.
And with you, Rich, it has been a great day. Thank you again to all the folks who stopped by to take an interview, to all our sponsors, to our production team. Another great World Series, and I guess I will see you in a week in sunny San Diego.
A special thanks, a very heartfelt thanks to our chief engineer here, Tyler Forster, and his associate, Justin Kagiwa, for the work that they did in getting cameras and microphones set up and making us look good and sound good. And a special thanks to our producer, Roman Jimenez, who not only gave us lineups, made sure that we had the lineup sheets done, but he also was responsible for feeding me some of the questions that I asked some of our guests, because I didn't want to have to think too much. So that'll wrap up our 2025 coverage of the iPride Gay Softball World Series. For everybody here in Baytown, thank you for being with us. We will talk to you again next week when we will be doing the flag football tournament in San Diego. Thanks again, and good afternoon from Texas.